is.
You already know what time it is. Another day, another dollar.
What's up, y'all?
It's the Boom Bap Hour, baby. We up in here, man. Chilling.
Yes, sir. We back at it.
Back at it again like it's another, like we super friends.
Once again.
Once again, it's on.
Smoking that good tree, of course.
Yeah. Good trees, good.
Hey, yo, I'm on the roller culture now. Like, I used to just roll. I call them manual uncivilized blunts. Now I roll civilized blunts. Yeah, now I roll civilized. I got the tip in there, and I'm using the roller.
Okay, so now it's you high. You done roll up to upper echelon.
Y'all gotta
right
step
there.
it up.
Right.
You done step the game up right there. I said we up on here with this bomb-aid. Shout out
Grown
to
men don't
Bomb-Aid.
smoke backwoods. I'm saying it.
Okay,
I'm gonna say it.
whoa.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna put it out there.
Grown men don't smoke backwards.
That's right, we don't
Y'all
do
heard
that.
that first here. Right here on the Boom Bap Hour. Shout out to
We
Bomb-Aid.
smoke civilized blunts.
I can't with this.
Yes.
We also wait. Civilized blunts, yo.
Civilized.
Yes,
Civilized blunts.
Anything less
man.
than this is uncivilized.
We can't even get our
That's right.
sponsors out on
It is
this.
uncouth.
That's right.
Uncouth. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Bomb-Aid, our sponsors, man. Word, man.
Bomb-Aid got me right already.
Already.
I'm ready to call a couple of my exes up already.
Ah!
That's
Like,
organic
hey.
lemons. That's
That's
what
what-
those organic lemons do.
That's what it is. Organic
Organic
lemons.
lemons.
That's what it is.
They get you every time.
Yes.
It is.
It's definitely
so you
organic.
can feel good about having a drink.
And also, we can't go another step without announcing our guest today.
Yes.
Oh, word.
I mean,
Absolutely.
without, going all the way there, I just got to go there. One of the best MCs in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
My man Truez in the building, baby.
Give it up.
Give a shout out to Truez, baby.
Truez is in the building.
Truez, how
yes,
you
yes,
doing,
yes.
man? What's
great.
good, man?
I'm great.
What's great? Let's tell the world you here now. You at the
Yo.
Boom Bap Hour,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, it's
This,
about
the,
that
this is the
Have arrived.
this when you hear. This is the official one here.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
official.
This is the only one missing.
This is the only one missing.
See?
I done tagged them all.
You know, tag them
Okay.
all. Oh, you got the best for last.
That's
though.
right. He
That's
saved
right.
the
The
best
best.
for
You say the
last.
best for last.
It was
That's
only
why.
right.
The best for
Yes.
last. So what's good, man? Let the world know what's popping,
man,
man.
everything, man. Still me, still breathing.
Still you,
You know
still
what I mean?
breathing.
Still same old truths. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
with
man.
a little twist to it.
Little twist to it. Little twist.
Okay, all right.
So
So
what's the
before we even go any
Natural
further,
lemons.
you got to tell me why. You got to tell me like why the name Truez.
My first rap name was 9 Mills.
9 mils.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the
9
gun or
mil.
after the money?
All of both.
Oh,
of
okay, man.
them. Yeah.
The
yeah.
9
Okay.
mil.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Okay.
If I remember, like I was like 9 Mills symbolized. It symbolized the change, like the money, the change, and the like killing niggas lyrically and shit like that. And
Okay.
I used to
Okay.
rap with more punchlines than anything. Had a little punchline book back in the day. Just write one-liners. you know what I mean?
One-liners.
That's how you build that repertoire
Yeah,
up.
facts. And then that just kind of progressed to like I wanted to be a little bit more realistic in my approach.
Right.
So then that turned into like, I was going through names like, I just settled for the name that was my nickname since I was in 8th grade. Like, so Truez is not necessarily just derived from rap. It's like I've been Truez. My brother, my middle brother, he was Truez, but he spelled his with an S. Had the license plate and all that joint. So
Okay.
you know what I mean. So it's more. It's a certain type of name. I don't even know where to put it, but it's not just a rap name. So.
Dare I
Not
say
just-
it's a family name.
It's a family name. My real family name is Monk.
Monk.
Gotcha.
Okay. Monk.
That's-
So
that's
when
what- so wait, that's what your brother called you, your brother that rap that
your
I
brother
met.
that rap, right?
Yeah, Monk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, your brother. Okay. Now, how did this rap thing come about with you? Like, what was the influence of you? Like what made you even start thinking about even putting down a
Yeah,
pen?
what made
or,
you want to be 9 Mills?
or was it 9 mil? That was the first thing, 9 mils, or was it just I'm a beat? What was it first?
The first time I ever tried to rap, I just came from the studio session with my brother in Jersey,
Okay.
and he did that song that DMX took this song. It was producer sold it to DMX. That what's my name? DMX and Zeta, looking like your leader. That was my brother's song. I was there when he recorded it.
Wow. Oh wow! Before
Dame Grease.
Yep.
Who made that? Dame Grease or
his shit was like Prophet, New Jerusalem, aka Sonny Yada.
Okay. You still remember?
He did the whole thing, like the whole.
He did the whole hook and everything.
Well, the flow was like that. Like,
like that.
Like that.
Okay.
So he kind of stopped rap. I remember going to the basement trying to write my first rap and shit, but it didn't work out.
Okay.
I was probably every bit of like in third grade. Like
I was just going to ask you how old.
Yeah, I was super young. I was like 98. So
okay, you was mad young,
something like that. And
97, 98. Yeah, that was
right.
And in third grade.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't old up here.
Shit, niggas out there looking now, they think I'm old. You know?
Right.
Y'all feeling old. They just found out that I'm in my 30s.
Wow.
And then that shit just kind of progressed. Like, I used to take my other brother, Corey's tape recorder to school and do funny shit on it. So I remade this song to How We Do by Game and 50 Cent. And my homeboy said that shit was dope. And so I took that shit straight to the head. Like, he was like, that shit dope. I was like, oh, shit.
Okay, so like is that like your first recording experience?
That was, on that little handheld joint. And
that's what I was going to ask you. How did you record it? You did it with a handheld?
With the handheld.
Okay.
Handheld, played it for everybody in the class. Okay. Everybody laughed, but he was the only one to be like, that was kind of cool.
Okay.
And the whole summer, then I got to 9th grade. I ain't pay attention to nothing in school. Like, I was just in there like this, rewriting all 50 Cent lyrics, trying to get my history together, writing shit, the Wu-Tang Cream, just because, my brother being who he is, I just knew I had to learn the history before I even stepped in the motherfucker. So I just went in, man, and I pretty much have not stopped that feeling inside of me of rapping and composing. I dropped my first CD that year, 9th grade. So it's like, that shit never left. It just never left.
I hear you say your brother a lot. So your brother must have been a big influence.
I think, in multiple ways than music. It's just like, he's like the epitome of intellect for me. And so I always looked up to him intellectually. And I loved how people respected him and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I love that aspect of him. So he probably influenced me to be just mentally sharper. I remember we used to go to Moorish temples back when he was a Moor. And I'm not sure if he still is or whatever. But, like, we used to go to Moorish temples. I was in 6th grade. We used to walk to the Moorish temple. So I used to be, like, on top of all that shit, you know what I mean? And this is before rap, Yeah. Okay. So it's just like, that's just how we came up. We used to build, peace God, you know what I mean? We used to build. He nicknamed all of us. My nickname was Future. My brother Corey's nickname was Performance. His name was Prophet.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Just like instilling that kind of shit in us real early did something for me. So, I always appreciate him and love him for that.
Man, shout out to your brother, man. He was an ill MC, man. Wish he jumped back on that mic,
now his son, crazy thing.
Wish he jumped back on that mic.
He was down here a few months ago. He be bullshitting though, like.
Okay. He still rock with greenbacks? That's how I met him.
Likely, yeah.
Shout out to Greenbacks,
his
baby.
son rap now, my nephew.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. So it done.
Guess just how old he is, and guess what his rap name is?
What's his rap?
He's 21, and his rap name is Truez with 2 Z's.
With two Z's,
okay.
So y'all just gonna keep it, cause y'all Truesdells, right?
Yeah.
Y'all Truesdells.
Okay.
Bro, that shit.
So. I get it.
Yo, I was almost ready to retire in the best way, like just
off of that, right?
I was like, okay,
I'm passing it on.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And
the cipher's complete.
And he a young nigga, so he got the different style, like the style that niggas.
He grew up down south or up top.
He was born in Atlanta, grew up in Virginia.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got a good.
But his pops and all of that, his uncle, all of that shit. So he talked like he from up top, but he know his way around this motherfucker.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
and I'm trying to put him on Legends Ball too. Like that'd be crazy. His first show.
Oh,
you know, with his
Legend.
We're
gonna talk. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get
That's
into
later.
that. Legend Ball too. That is something else right there.
May I?
Yes, you may.
Absolutely.
Yes, you may. Why
Yes.
not? I mean,
Our
hey,
sponsor definitely will appreciate.
we see
know,
that you
all
go
of
go in
that.
there. Bomb
Exactly.
A.
You like it. You
That's what
fucks
it's about,
with it.
man.
That's up now.
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. What you mean?
It's
not
a
a
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, baby.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, bro, I'm telling you, man, this the state of hip hop, man.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
And globally,
All in all, universally.
I went through my hateful stage already, so I don't feel like that.
Okay.
Okay, and when you say that, do you mean the entire game or just
I hated,
portions
I
of the
hated
game?
I didn't know where this motherfucker was going.
Okay, got you.
You know what I mean? Like it was
Okay.
like cause y'all gotta understand too. You know, when I was trying to come up, I'm in the midst of not only the industry changing,
Right.
you know what I mean, but like I'm trying to find. I'm rapping how I'm rapping,
Right.
but the industry is going that way.
Okay.
Right.
That shit fucked me up because it was like, you know, you ain't expect to see, you know, your rappers in dresses. You didn't expect to see that.
Right,
Like when I finally got to where I wanted to be, I didn't expect to see that shit.
Okay, got you.
So, you know, I was going through this period like, yo, I don't know this is not what I imagined.
Right.
And all of that
Okay.
shit just didn't seem the same. But I think these past couple of years is way better than it has been. I
Okay.
will say that. So I'm not complaining, but also I'm getting older, so therefore my ears are turned down on everything now too.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm digesting everything.
Okay.
Yeah. But I guess the state of hip hop is. I remember Farley asked my brother this
Okay.
one time. You know, my brother got shot 5 times.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And when he came back down, Farley, they was like doing like this little video or whatever, and he was like, "What's the state of hip hop like?" And my brother was like, "The state of hip hop like me, nigga." And he pulled his shirt up, and he was like, "Bullet wounds," and he still had that, you know, the surgical joint when you get
Okay.
your shit opened
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
was like, "Yeah, hip hop done been stabbed up, shot up, and all of that kind of stuff."
Facts.
And that was probably like in 2007, maybe 7, 8.
Okay.
So, you know, the state of hip hop is on a healing aspect of that. So I feel like it's in a way better place. I feel like the young niggas needed to know that, one, these labels ain't going to back them if they only selling a couple of thousand records, no matter how popular you are.
Right.
You're not getting that bag no more.
No.
So we had to wait that time out. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Because when you see Lil Uzi Vert pop out for the first time, you think the game is over. But give him 3 more years, that label will be like, you're going to have to make yourself hot. So now you got to put a diamond on your forehead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you
Yeah.
got to do some other shit. And now we in that era where they're reaching and grabbing to stay hot.
It's like
Okay.
the microwave generation.
Yeah, it's the microwave.
So,
but
you know,
but what happens when the microwave generation, when you finally realize when you heat up that piece of chicken in the microwave, that when you let it cool off too long, it definitely tastes like rubber now.
Yeah, it's not the same anymore.
That's where we at
Right.
right now. It ain't hot where you be like, ooh, yeah, this good. It's like you let it sit too long twice.
Right.
Okay.
Twice.
That's a bad piece of chicken.
That's
Yeah,
a bad
that's
piece of
not-
chicken after that, yo.
Good at all.
They ain't even put it in the
done
oven.
you put too much technology on that chicken.
Right. And I
Doing
feel
too
like
much.
that's where we at. Like even Lady Gaga experienced it. Like people don't realize how big her first album was, man. And then when the second album flopped, bro, they didn't give her shit. That's why you ain't really seen her.
Well, she's an actress now.
That's why you have to pivot. You know what I
And
mean?
guess what?
You
She
gotta
did
be an
a damn good job,
entertainer.
'cause
You gotta be an
yeah,
entertainer.
man, tell you.
But after that second album, she already knew. That's why the third album, if y'all remember, she took all the makeup off and all of that. She named the album her real first name. The real reason because the label ain't cutting
Stephanie,
that
whatever
check.
it was. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
They're not cutting that check. They're not sending a stylist out for you. 10,
Right.
20 motherfuckers to make you look like you belong in a Tim Burton movie. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean? They're not
Something.
sending that out no more. So now she got movie money. So now she can afford her own if she ever want to step out of the crib. But, you know, rap today is pivot. How about that?
So
The state of hip hop today is pivot.
What do you think, like these young artists and the older artists? Do you feel like we could ever learn different things from each other?
Most definitely. I feel like the older artists definitely need to realize consistency, right? I think if the older artists realize consistency, you will automatically gain the respect of a younger artist, right? And then, but younger artists need to educate themselves, but that's a tough thing to do in society because hip hop has always been a reflection of society. So if society is bullshitting, hip hop bullshitting. That's really what it come down to. If black people, because let's be honest, hip hop is ours, and it's black. So if black people are bullshitting, then hip hop is gonna be bullshitting. When black people are coming together, when a nigga gets shot by the police on the street, everybody come together, hip hop look real beautiful right there.
You get Little Baby making the bigger picture, but then next week he making something different.
Yeah,
He's not even thinking about the bigger picture no more because that's not what we on anymore.
We not, because, you know, it's just like what's happened to paintings and stuff like that. You know, paintings are paintings, but then now everything's gone digital. So there is no real picture. There is only digital. There's only things that could be manipulated now.
Especially when we talk about like EFTs and everything.
NFTs,
NFTs, excuse me.
Yep.
And then gone to a whole
Another ball
digital
game.
level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the state of hip hop right there. Pivot. You better pivot.
Well,
This is a
lyrically,
pivot right
so
here.
lyrically,
This is a pivot from a hip hop artist.
right.
This whole thing is a pivot.
Oh yeah, how you
what you gotta
just,
do.
So, you gotta do that shit.
you just gotta just,
Sometimes you can't bam on a nigga. In
You gotta-
basketball, you gotta learn how to shoot.
you gotta know how to do that fadeaway.
Yo, you gotta fade.
You gotta know how to
Jordan
just.
started fading in '98.
Yo, he used to pull back on him.
Yeah,
and
like
touch
this.
him like this.
He didn't do that when he was younger.
Nah, he didn't. He had to learn that. He just pull
Who
back
the fuck
like
thinks
that,
of that shit?
and then boom.
Who the
that's
fuck thinks of that?
Who does that? He just knows.
The person
and he
who
knows.
has to adapt. Like, think about Jordan's career. He faced some of the most challenging contests ever in basketball
Facts.
to get to that point where he could win 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he had to power up so
much.
far or so hard that nobody could stop him now.
I mean, but he just dominated the game, man.
It was
It was unreal to watch Jordan play basketball as a
ridiculous.
kid, man.
Ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, man.
You know,
In real time too.
Yeah, you got.
I got that in real time.
Yeah, and I'm blessed to see the Wizards come back. See, I got older brothers. I got older brothers. So when Corey tapped me, it was like Jordan playing tonight. I was like, Jordan's playing tonight. That's 22 points per game. 40-year-old Jordan. I'm looking like this is the guy that I've been watching come fly with me. Playground. You remember the tapes? Come on now.
Do I remember? I used to watch.
He talks about
Look,
it
man.
all the time.
Remember, I used to sit there and watch this Come Fly. My mother gave me this Come Fly with Me tape. I remember
my
she
God,
gave
that's
it.
my favorite one.
What? I sat there and watch it, dude. Like just watching it.
Yo.
And then after I watch it, guess what I do?
What?
Go
Go
right
outside?
outside.
Everything getting done.
I'm gonna do. But first, I'll go into the garage. The garage, right?
Yeah.
I go in the garage, and I was short, so like where how the garage, you know how you pull the garage,
Yeah.
the little the metal piece right there. I would act, try to mimic
Yeah.
every move,
Yeah.
and then I'm going outside.
Yeah.
Every move I'm doing, I'm dunking on them.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
That's how Corey.
And I was dunking then too.
Me and Corey. Really? I dunked.
Hold on, fam. Hold on.
Dead ass.
Wait, what age was you?
I believe.
Oh, I would had to, 13, 14?
Okay, so look,
About 13, 14?
I was older,
You was way older.
and I wasn't dunking.
No, I was
Dog,
dunking.
dunking was, listen,
We used to walk-
people think dunking the ball is easy. It's
No,
not.
it wasn't easy.
Not for short niggas.
Like,
Not for short,
no,
dude.
look,
Like a
I'm,
star in
look,
high
I'm
school.
6'2".
No, I wasn't a star in high
I'm
school.
6'2".
I wasn't
I'm
no
considered
star in
short for
high
the
school.
NBA, but
I
not
was
in real
star in the
life.
street.
And I couldn't dunk until
Dunk was a desire.
maybe like 23.
Biz. Dunking was a desire. I first dunked when I was in 9th grade. I was probably like, no, 10th grade.
I dunked in my 8th grade when we played ball. It was Morgan Road.
Yeah.
I dunked in the Morgan Road game.
Word. See,
Yep.
I ain't gonna tell y'all the story that happened to me, my homecoming, but I was definitely dunking in my 10th grade year. That was my dunk year, and I was 5'4" at that time.
I was 5'6".
Yep.
5'6".
It's a desire.
Y'all was dunking in game?
Or
like
son.
I didn't
layup
son,
line?
we used to, let me tell you what we used to do. We used to walk around. We used to walk around the neighborhood with weights. The neighborhood, we used to run around the neighborhood and run.
Okay.
Around the whole neighborhood with weights and put the weights on our ankles. Where it was this guy named Thaddeus Hood. Shout out to my man Thaddeus Hood. Yo, he used to walk around and on his tippy toes, all the time. And that's how we just do like that. We had,
okay, got
it
you.
was strength shoes that had the big things that
shoes.
You know the
like
strength shoes?
Shoes.
Yeah.
That was like that made you be on your tippy toes.
On your tippy
all the
toe,
time.
we had those too. But we would do that randomly and walk around with weights all the time and just do the whole time. And then not knowing, it just got better and better. And then the higher the rim got, the better we just kept going until it got up to 10.
Yo, my brother BJ.
Now I ain't gonna say we were ducking like Jordan, but it was like like this.
You get
boom,
it. Yeah, you get it.
You banging it.
Okay.
Major used to jog backwards when we stayed in Virginia on the North Fork Bridge with shrimp shoes.
Okay, got
That's the kind of shit that I had to grow up looking
at. Now listen,
Got
jogging
you.
backwards
Yeah,
with them strip shoes.
But can you imagine that for a young nigga?
What?
I'm looking at my brother jog
It's a
backwards.
whole different ball game
that's
right
different.
there. Cause I ain't gonna even
That's
front.
different.
That's different.
That's
bruh.
a different ball
And
game
then Corey
right there.
was a superstar. Corey, my middle brother, he was playing in LeBron's league. He was averaging about 30 points in Jersey.
When they was in high school, you talking about Brown was in high school? Okay, got you.
Before we moved down here, that nigga was averaging 30 points up in fucking Jersey.
Wow.
He was one of those guys that was gonna, if we stayed in Jersey, he would have been those recruits. You know what I mean? For Mellows and the Bronze and the Wade. That was his draft class.
Okay.
And my older brother would have been the rapper. I don't know what I would have been. That's the weird thing. If we moved from Jersey, I don't know what kind of person I would have been.
Probably still. Well, you're right. Nobody knows.
Yo,
Nobody knows.
You don't know. Alternate ending
I
1, 2, 3.
I picked up both of them because we came here. Like, because it was nothing to do. Like, I was like, I couldn't be outside like I used to, so I picked up basketball.
It's funny because moving from up there to down here was a whole culture shock for you, wasn't it?
Culture shock, bro. It's
the same thing happened to me.
Niggas picking on you. My teacher was picking on me, calling me a Yankee.
Oh, smack.
I didn't even know what that shot is.
I came
in. Have Google.
Yo,
I
up
did
north
that
people. That's why I hate when people hear that.
Like in the 80s. So imagine coming around here in the 80s. You feel me?
Yeah, because
we ain't even got to do that. We got you one right here if you need one.
I think Augusta University had just became integrated in the 70s, late 70s, something like that. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
So wait, when did it become ASU? Because they changed it
That's
to
university?
just AU now, right?
Yeah, it went from.
When did it become ASU?
Oh, yeah, that was first, right?
I guess.
And
I
then
mean,
it
because
went
when
to
I got here, it was ASU.
It was ASU.
Yeah.
It was ASU.
Yeah.
It might have been something before that, though, to be real honest.
Okay.
They changed it that easy and that quick.
Augusta University?
I think it may. If we did a deep Google dive, I'm pretty sure.
What, University Hospital?
Are they affiliated?
No, I don't think they were affiliated because they was MCG and.
Because university ain't university no more. It's Piedmont
right,
now.
That's Piedmont.
Yeah, that's
But
Piedmont
I
now.
remember went through a change. It became MCG. They changed everything. And
We
then,
talking about some stuff that only Augusta would know right now, y'all.
AU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because Payne College was across the street and they was getting all the money. We won.
I know it was Payne College, Augusta State University.
Is Payne College at HBCU?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes,
why
it
we
is.
can't get like a Dion or one of these top receiver or top? Why can't we get Jerry Rice to come down here
We
and
need
coach
one
Payne
more
College?
David
That would
Busters.
be
Oh
wonderful.
man,
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
we need a Family
Since
Dollar.
they're supposedly trying to save.
We need a Dollar
HBCUs,
General.
3 of them.
Like that's what people want to see.
no,
like,
we need a Dollar General.
And
Hey, let me tell you, since we're pouring a
That's
little
what we
bit,
need more.
I think it's time for some icebreaker questions.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
we're
yeah,
having
definitely.
have some fun.
We
Right?
Okay,
gonna go
let's
into
go.
the icebreakers. This all right. This is
Okay,
kinda
let's go.
early.
Let's go kind of early.
Let's
Well,
go.
let's go
Let's
then.
go.
Let's go then.
Let's go. We halfway through the bottle. Let's go.
Halfway. We done killed the bottle. Put the bottle back over there.
This a great interview.
Shout out to
already.
Bobby.
Yeah, man. They is definitely doing their thing. Go on with the icebreaker.
So, and look, we have more, so we could go back to talk about whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life, if you had to choose?
Oh.
Well, you asking him that question. That's the deep question right there.
I don't know,
Should we have to go back or just be like, okay, I'm going to
Let me just stop for a second.
Let me just think. So I can,
So when you saying pause, what you mean pause? Like reflect?
Like stop time. Like
stop time?
Yeah.
For what? Why would I want to
Basically-
stop time? That time don't even exist.
Okay, well, that's another perspective here.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't know.
Why I'm gonna stop something that don't exist?
He just took it to another
Okay.
conversation. I don't know why.
Y'all,
dimension? You mean traveling dimensions?
You can travel in dimensions, I guess, because that is an elevation of time. So, you could consider that.
You know what?
Too.
I would say stop time because, like, the dimension traveling. So if I could stop time right now and go see what I'm doing in another alternate universe, I probably would do that. Just in this moment, like, be like, yo, what the other truths in planet?
Okay, I'm going by. While you talking about alternate universe, I'm thinking about the Flash, right?
Oh.
When the Flash used
that
to
time moved?
how that time frame moved,
if you
and when he went back,
yeah,
but time still was going. And if he changed anything in that time that he went back to,
he don't know what it's going to be like when he
don't
go
know
back
how
to
would
the
it
present.
affected to the present.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So me personally, I mean, I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good one,
right?
But
That's
like
a
you
good one to
said,
think
I would like
about.
to go into a dimension. To go into that dimension, maybe further. I would like to go to the future.
If you go into another dimension, are you going to go forward or backwards?
I'd rather go forward. Going backwards would make
That's what I'm saying. Like, because
I would go linear.
you would stay right where you are at the present moment in time.
No, but
in the other
I would go
universe,
side, not like
wow,
right,
and not back.
Okay,
but I would go.
Okay,
so if I could pause but not go back and not go forward, go linear, and like so, like say if like in this circle, we're right here on a dimension. If I could pause that time and go over here on this circle, whatever I'm doing, whatever that version of me is doing, we all may not be in another dimension together right now.
Okay.
Or we may be together, but not like this. It could be a situation where, like, you at a cafe trying to edit this joint, and you at
home with the kids.
But home is around the corner. So, like, say, like, closer, and then say Bizzo is walking by. You know what I mean? Like, some shit like that.
That'd be dope.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. You know what? What if we can do that already?
I think we can.
I really think we can.
When
if we
close
master
our
that,
eyes, bro,
I think we could.
I think when we go to sleep,
I think we in other dimensions. We in somewhere else.
We are definitely in another dimension when we go to sleep. I mean, I think we can even create other worlds. When, like, I know sometimes I fall asleep with, like, the TV or a movie or something, and that will actually dictate the dream that I will have.
That's my favorite thing.
Oh shit!
It will.
It will.
Like the movie, it will be playing, but it'll be my own version of it.
Look, I got a funny story.
Yeah, we back, y'all.
You know
Boom
what
Bap
time
Hour.
it is, baby.
Special guest Truez in the building. It's Truez Day.
Truez Day on
let
the
me ask
Boom
you a
Bap
question.
Hour. Anyway.
So, out of all the albums that you created, do you have like a favorite?
How many albums have you made?
Ever?
Period. Yeah, like what'd you say? Like
19.
Wow. That's a lot of work.
Since you start, that's a lot of work.
You said you
so
dropped
wait
your
a minute.
first CD
Let's
in
get
ninth grade,
there.
right?
Let's hold on. While you thinking on that, that makes you. That's so. I'll wait. I'll wait. Go ahead, answer the question.
No, wait.
Okay. Well, since you do it 19, that gives you the reason to say the greatest of all time. Then.
No, that's not why.
Okay, so let's.
Do you want to know why?
Oh no, I was going to ask you that anyway. We got to know why you call it, because we got to know what. Okay, why do you call yourself the GOAT? So, and what considers you as the greatest of all time?
Right. Well, anybody could be a GOAT.
True. No doubt.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Anybody could be a GOAT.
But when you saying you the GOAT, are you saying you the GOAT like in this music business here in Augusta, or you just saying you the GOAT? What? Okay, see, that's what we need to get the clarification.
So the explanation.
See, the thing about me, music moves, all of that kind of stuff. Like, that's cool, you know? The real reason, I did this album with Snoop, Ayo Snoop in Augusta. Album called Legend.
Okay.
And, like, on that album, I kind of explained why I call myself the GOAT on a song called Goat Face. And what I said was, I was like, I gotta dig into my lyric memory bank. I said, chasing dreams. Talk about chasing dreams. A lot come with that. Talk about losing things. Money, people, relationships, self, and time. The greatest sacrifice. Greatest of all time.
Okay.
When you make those sacrifices, those great sacrifices, that's what makes you a GOAT. Because what are GOATs from back in the day?
Sacrifices, right?
That's why I call myself a GOAT or the GOAT. Whatever. I'm just saying it for myself. Everybody call each other a GOAT. I'd be like, yo, Bizzo the GOAT.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying that that's all I'm saying is that, but like in just reverse, like, and if you ask why, it's not like I think I'm better than everybody. I do think my music is very, very great. But like, it's not that. That's not why I would dictate myself as being the GOAT, because I know there's always somebody better than me. And somebody that somebody else is even gonna like. That could or could not be better than you. So it just doesn't matter. That will be subjective. Skills will be subjective.
No doubt.
But like stuff like measured like in the spirit, like heart, this, that. How much time you put in? Like if you ask those kind of questions, it's kind of like, I done sacrificed a lot.
A lot. Right.
A lot. And when you sacrifice years on the shit, you always gotta find yourself trying to get something back. Right? So like if I do 2 years, no job, just straight music, all the moves that you will see, all the shit you see on Facebook or whatever. If I just did 2 years, no job, no none of that shit. And there's a lot of sacrifices in that middle. I don't give a fuck what's taken care of or not. You see what I'm saying? It's a certain sacrifice. 2 years.
Right.
And then, all right, cool. Then some of the stuff that people see, I just feel like sacrificing and stuff like that is one of my things that considers me a GOAT. Because when people look at me, whether they like me and whether they don't, whether they think I'm cool, whether they don't, whether they like my style, whether they think I could really rap, whether they think my show is good, one thing they can never do in front of me is like talk about the other thing that makes a person. And it's those sacrifices.
Okay.
They know.
All right.
And it's like, you know?
I was gonna say the sacrifice, definitely comes a story behind that, right? Mm-hmm. So looking all the way back from the beginning when you started into all the way to where you are now, what would the young version of you, what would this version of you tell the young version of you?
That there's power in words, use them wisely. It's just power in words, yo. Like, when I first started rapping, you rapping and shit, and everybody can really attest to this. Like, you rapping, but you don't know what the fuck you're saying. You know what you're saying, but you don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Right, you're right.
And then you go on that level, and you build on these levels, not knowing what the fuck you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's gonna transpire into you not knowing what the fuck you're doing. Now you're doing both. You're not knowing what the fuck you're saying. You're not knowing what the fuck you're doing, and you're building. You know what I mean? You building on that. And then there's a time in a man's life and a woman's life that you get to that level and realize what you're doing. Then you change it and you start building on a different level. And that's like what everybody do. But if you can tell your younger self something, just tell them that shit. Like you're out there, but you're out there not knowing that you're really building.
Mm-hmm.
If people's playing Minecraft without knowing where they were going, they still be building something up in there when they be playing that shit. They'll still be building. They press the buttons. You tell them where to press the button, they just like this. And they can build anything in that Minecraft because It's just,
elevation. You're right.
Y'all, it's just a different ball game when you like sucked into that level of creativity.
I remember, I was going just to throw it off. I was just thinking. You remember, you had this video shoot. I think it was over there at the park.
Yeah.
My son was in it.
Yep.
When
real little.
he was little at the. My son, he was little at the time. Both of my sons was in it. Cause they was playing the basketball part. It was the white dude. He was coming out the woods. What they mad for? Oh man, you had us all in the line. Yo, I'm going.
I do remember now.
Now you know. Yeah, that one was.
I remember I dapped you up.
Yeah, you dapped me up and everything.
I dapped you up. That just, I remember you. I just
the whole experience. Yo, that joint was really dope. I really thought from there you was that was special because it was a special moment.
It was the first drone video shot in Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can date that.
He just had his Soldier Boy moment. He just had his Soldier Boy moment.
Soldier Boy.
I had the first drone video.
Soldier Boy too wild.
He said Soldier Boy too wild on that one.
I'm sitting and I'm chilling. I can do like this,
like for real, like
get a different name now.
I was
the soldier. It's like I got the army fatigue on, so I'm the soldier.
The soldier told you he was the first one. That was the first because I don't think we had. Do we have a drone video? Nah, I don't even know.
We was.
I know because who was it? GT.
Who did the video?
Yeah, GT Films. Shout out to GT Films.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Let's.
That was before GT Films.
Let's go back to one of your career moments.
No, he was still filming big time people. He was all the little hits that people can almost remember hearing around those eras. He was doing them like the Quays. You remember this big, not Quay from here, but do you remember Quay? What do you remember the song?
Q.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that, and we all listening to it. GT shot the video. Yeah. That's at that time. So
we wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Right. So it's all in that, like.
Ain't gonna lie, I ain't start paying attention to GT work till I seen him.
I know, but like even if we go back at that time in the city, it was a couple of people that was like shooting really good videos, but like that was like a little different, just a little different, and bringing it to the forefront. And with the investment behind it, it was like almost oversaturated. Some would say, but
Yeah.
Okay, so crazy. A question. All right, so you did the freestyle with K Slay, right?
What freestyle?
You didn't do a freestyle at K Slay?
Nah.
So what happened? How did you? What was you did something with K Slay?
I did.
You did a mixtape with him?
I did 2 interviews.
Just interviews.
I did 2 interviews.
Okay.
Got a song with E40 on it. He got on my mixtape joint. True enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
rest
you.
in peace to K Slay, man.
People don't know how long I was in that situation. A lot of people think that I was in that situation super long, man. If you had to really do the math, it was probably less than 12 months.
Wow. Okay.
12 months in that with K?
Look, y'all, everybody out there, if because I know we being watched, so but I gotta say this because I could be wrong, but I challenge everybody to go look the shit up,
right?
Because I could be wrong. Gotta throw that out there. I'm open to it, but. Like my first joint, Art 91 13. I released it in 13. Then I released 2 joints in 14.
Okay.
I did Day in My Lifetime.
Day in My Lifetime.
And then I did True Enough. Slay was on True Enough.
Okay.
That was same year.
Okay.
That was 14. That means by October I was dropping Raw and Underprivileged in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when he was like, yo, do you really want to do this? And I was like, nah, like I think I could do it like on my own with my crew, with my people.
Right.
Okay.
And then that's when it was no more. So that's less than 12 months.
Okay, gotcha.
But a lot of people don't know that. Because I never broadcasted the fact that that's what I did, and I never broadcasted the fact that that's what I'm no longer with. It was neither. It wasn't like, hey man, I just did this, man. Y'all like my post. I just signed with such and such. It was nothing like that.
Right.
Nothing like that. I was in the back of Buckle, like folding clothes with the joint. With the contract in front of me for like a week. That's real talk.
Now, what really made you not take this contract though?
No, we did the partnership.
You did it? You signed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't go through with it. because I was dropping Raw Under the Privilege, and Slay was like, he had this thing where he didn't like the fact that I didn't put my face on the cover. Like, it was like cool shit. It was like rap shit, but I'm young.
Right.
Like,
Right.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 23, 4. So like I'm like, nah, I'm writing. And I remember him saying like, yo, y'all gotta get Truez out of the studio.
Get him
Like,
out of the studio.
Yo, he would say
That's
that.
like
y'all
the
can- you can
reverse.
ask
So he
anybody.
telling you to come out the studio.
Yeah, he's telling me to get out.
Out the
I
studio.
couldn't get out.
He wanted you to do more promos and stuff,
He
huh?
wanted me to do something else other than like, cause I was like I was sending him like, I was just like, boom, boom.
He's
boom,
like,
boom,
yo, you
boom.
you
He
going
was
too
like,
hard.
Yo, it was probably one of those numbers like, yo, tell him to like, you know what I mean? So then I would go up there to try to do some media shit.
Right.
But then I come back and I'm like this.
Okay.
So
Okay, he wanted
like,
you to really
I
be
was-
an artist.
I was working, but it's like I wasn't working at his speed. I felt
Yeah.
like we did the E40 joint, all of that, but that came out right when I was like kind of like over the whole shit.
Okay.
And it came right there, and I was just like, and I never released it because it just came at that point.
Okay,
It came
gotcha.
at that point where it was like, nah. So I would move on. At times I wanted to, like, you know what I mean? But then it's like, nah, I always dial back. But it was just like it was like a different thing. It's just not what I really wanted. I wanted to work. I wanted to keep going. And I felt like I wasn't getting certain opportunities that I felt like I could have gave myself. So it's just not like that I did the right thing or the wrong thing. It's just that I did my thing. You know what I mean?
Do you regret it or
Nah, not really.
every
because
moment was okay?
I feel like what I was doing, bro, like it was so cool and monumental on like our city's level.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? For like the 706 and seeing some shit like that, like I could have took it further, but I didn't. Nobody wants to like, and there's other things that went on, and it's just like nobody wants to lose themselves in something for something that's not really even what you really thought it was. Like you get to that joint, you just like. I
So
don't
you
know.
say the game ain't what you thought it was.
It's
would
exactly.
Be.
I'm gonna say
It's
this.
exactly what
I'm gonna say this, and this is something. It's exactly what you think it is. That's why it's whack.
Wow.
Swear to God.
It's whack.
That's how I always feel.
Wow.
So the freestyle story.
Which one?
Yeah.
Freestyle story.
Which one? What?
The one where they want you to freestyle and
Not freestyle. Argue with the Israelites in
With
Harlem.
the Israelites in Harlem,
Yeah,
with them cats,
they wanted me to do that.
they wanted you to go to them cats for what? What did you? What? Okay, now hold on. Kay wanted you to do that?
Didn't come from Cat.
Oh, that's another.
That's deep.
It didn't even. It's deeper than that. Then.
Nah, I mean, no, it's just the same as the business. So you're not gonna hear
Cause
everything
that
from
don't
the
even
boss.
sound. I know Kay say wouldn't have said nothing like that.
Nah, it was more like I knew how. Look, I'm in New York. You know, it's 1,001 million niggas that fucking rap.
It is.
It's a million of them.
Am I right?
It's the same in Augusta. What do you mean?
No,
of course it is in New York.
Nah, it's not a million. It's not a million.
It's not a million people.
It's
in
not a
Augusta.
million.
Yeah, you're right. It
There's
is a million
multiple
rappers.
millions of rappers in New York.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm in New York. I
A
never
million and
felt.
one.
I just never felt like this is. I'm not being. First, I didn't feel like I was being taken care of while I'm up there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So if I
Right.
feel like that, and I know the culture of both rap and street culture, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, cause the street, you gotta be
You
careful
gotta
up
be different, and I felt like, nah, I can't argue with no
there.
Israelites.
Not in Harlem.
Nah.
I'm
You
not
gotta
doing
be
that.
kidding me. And I know Kay.
Because if anything,
Why would somebody
I
ask
know
you to
for
do that?
sure Kay
Nah,
Slay didn't
nah. It's
didn't
not-
sanction that.
Of course not. But it's
I
just
know
the
he
fact.
did.
It's just the fact that that's what the game was. What people was going viral for shit.
For
Okay, so
dumb,
they
for
just
doing dumb.
putting it out there.
What knowledge? Man, come on, I can see you now arguing with these cats for no reason.
Nah, you can't see that because I couldn't see it. I couldn't even do that shit.
Oh, good, cause it would have made no sense at all.
But that I say that to say, sometimes you be on your own. Like, it's not like no money is always brought to the table on a label's end. You know, especially if
Right.
if they signing you early.
Facts.
So you gotta understand, like people out there just gotta understand that if you're already financially fitting your bill, just keep doing that. If it ain't starving you. My whole thing was when it started to starve me, I had to make changes. So I didn't care if nobody was like, well, I was, honestly, like even doing
definitely. So when it affected you, basically.
What do you mean?
When you say it started to start, when it affected you totally.
When it started affecting me and people
around
that, bruh, like it's always time to make a change. And like I don't certain people to get to the top, I always feel like you gotta have something in you. And this is for everybody watching too. If you want to get to the top, you gotta be ruthless. And that don't mean evil.
I was just got to ask you what you meant by that.
That don't mean evil. Being ruthless does not always mean evil.
Okay.
Well, easy was ruthless.
What does ruthless mean? Like ruthless just means what?
I'm trying to get it at by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
Like shrewd, but you
Like,
don't necessarily don't have to be.
By any means
like this.
necessary. I don't care about the next man. It's about me.
Yeah, it's about
It's
that.
about what I gotta do to do
Right,
what
I gotta
need
get
to
this
do.
business deal done.
And look, for everybody, like even in this circle, it's different.
Yeah.
For each individual,
The meaning.
being ruthless is different.
It's
Some
different.
people rule with an iron fist, and then some people rule and it's more like, oh no, you're good. Or some people like Mary, Bloody Mary, how she just was killing motherfuckers. Some people rule like that
Right.
out of fear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's different ways. It's just different levels.
Of what
You
people
know?
call ruthless. But
Of
yeah,
what
you do
people-
have to be ruthless.
Gotta be ruthless.
To be what people's perception of successful is.
So and I'm not even saying that that's a bad thing for individuals, but the people that I'm with, if like they might say something like, "Choose, you should do this," I'm like, nah, that's not in my level of ruthless, right? You know what I mean? Like, and somebody might be like, "Why not?" And you're like, but to the next person, it might be like, "Yeah, why not?" And you're just like, it's not me. That was always me. I always just did whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
Right.
So going back to the question, after saying all of that shit, how can I regret any of it?
Right.
I got a chance, yo.
You got a chance to
And
do
the thing
it.
is, what I'm doing now, I feel like defines me. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm having more fun now because I gotta think a little bit more. It's like we was talking about Jordan.
Right.
Like, he said which championship was one of his favorites. It's like one of the ones is the one that he had, the last one he won, because he had to use his brain. The skills was, his hops was going down, so he had to use his mind. So my time goes down.
Right.
People say it ain't your time. The thing is about time, you could fit in there like LeBron with time. Or you could be like Jordan with time.
Okay.
Look at the time that they have. LeBron got 20 years. He's losing a lot right now, but he got 20 years of straight demolishing. You could be that guy. That's the kind of guy I feel like I am.
Right.
Where it's like I'm just gonna keep going. That 19 gonna turn to 25. You're gonna get older. I'm gonna get older, but we all gonna be like one consistent fucking thing that I've seen half my fucking life. It's like true.
Or
Nah, that's like 14 years. This is like niggas been like, I reached out to you when I was a teenager. Like I was telling you the other night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was a teenager. Now I'm 31. So it's like that's when
Or at 31 you could get into that Mamba spirit.
What do you mean?
And get into that Kobe spirit, the Mamba.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like which kind of Mamba bag do I want to have?
Ah.
Though? You know what I mean? Because
Cause look, I mean, 31, you still got time. You got plenty of time.
I still got ideas, and that's the most important part for me. It's like,
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I do one
cool
thing say
shit.
about you. You did influence. You got you. I remember telling you like, yo, look, these kids they listen to you when you was, doing the thing with the youth.
yeah,
And now look at you. Look how you full circle that. Now you got your own thing.
yeah.
And I tell you, like these kids, they listen to you, and you like a model to them. So them kids, like you had high school kids,
Yeah.
be
That's
That's
crazy.
hard to
looking.
do.
That's
so hard.
very
I knew
hard
Have
to do.
crack through.
Yeah.
To
You know?
crack through these knuckles, cause
They
boy,
was really looking to somebody they just
they
wanted
needed
to
you.
express
They
and
needed
talk
that.
to.
Yeah.
Really, and then for you to kind of teach them about like how they can, create like another identity. I mean, I think a lot of them had never really thought that they could do something like that.
Yeah.
Like it was a whole new concept to them that, I can actually define myself as something creatively and, have a meaning, and they love that.
And yo, before it was even like an issue about the, L, the community,
Yeah.
what is it? I don't want to.
Well, there's
The
LGBTQ? Is that what you're talking about?
The non-binary,
yeah,
those,
Okay,
that.
word.
It was one there, and
But she was transgender.
transgender before it was even an issue.
class?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I forgot where
right,
her name
and
was. Yes, but she had confided.
I'm not even gonna put.
to
You
me.
can't put it. You can't
Yeah.
even say her name. So,
Yeah.
but it was
I didn't
one
know
there,
that.
and
was.
definitely made a difference in that one life too.
I remember like they used to come into class, and there was this little Caucasian girl. I probably still got her poems too, like that she was writing and stuff like that. But she was just like she was coming in cursing like mad, like you know what I mean. And I remember asking her like one time like, "What's wrong?" And she was just going in, and it's just like to see that. Oh, one of my boys. Oh no! How about this story? No, this is a way better story on that. Now that I just thought about it. I noticed they was arguing like that. I'm fast forwarded after that. Noticed that they was arguing like that for whatever transpired in school.
Right.
And so I went around the room and I told them to say something that nobody knows about you.
Right.
Around the room. You remember this day?
I remember that.
One dude said, one kid, this is a kid, not even just a dude, but a kid. He said, I eat ramen noodles in the morning. Okay? But he don't eat them with the water or nothing like that, just like a snack.
It's a snack.
And yeah, we've all probably tried it, if not never did it, if not did it. Or eat ramen noodles. But the fact that was one of the things that he said is something that some of y'all don't know about me. It was on a different level. This one girl said she was in Hurricane Katrina in her mom's belly. I said, did any of y'all know about that? Everybody was like, nah. These people that argue every day.
They ain't know about nothing.
They didn't know about none of this shit. And the shit started progressing. And what those scores look like at the end of that shit?
Oh my gosh. Yes,
the math score through the fucking roof.
Not only math, it was math.
It was
English,
math.
It was writing.
Writing.
All of that.
All that.
These kids can't hoop because they grades bad. These kids can't do pretty much nothing.
Only thing that messed me up was the day we went into that. The teacher took us into that classroom and showed us them damn MP3s. I was so pissed.
Yeah, he didn't give
you
it to us.
You saw the look?
Yeah.
I looked at you.
He gave it to us towards the end.
To the end, Biz.
What's that?
He had we comes in, okay, me and Truez, it was me and Truez there. We gets into the classroom. He said he brings us to this other room, and literally, this cat got the beat machines.
Yeah. He had everything.
He had everything
What?
there. Yes. And this is what you could have put out in the beginning. You know what we could have done?
Did with that.
Yeah, the whole plan was like.
And then he's like, yo, now you want to pull it out? Yeah. I looked at Truez like, and Truez said, well, he told me, well, I'm not coming the next day. And that's when I said, I'm not either, because I was pissed. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that made me mad. Like, yo, you really, we're not babysitters. But we could have definitely did something with those.
Yeah, and we could have, or just had it in mind to build up, because I was helping them write. And we always remember
where they could have done a
was
lot with that.
They was rapping it to each other.
They was rapping
in
and all that
with each other.
Yeah.
And like, to the one beat, my homeboy J.I., who fucking did a lot of beats on Art 91 back in 2013, and he did some joints on Raw and Underprivileged. J.I., I had him rapping to a J.I. beat. So for me, it's special on a whole another level.
Another level.
And then they doing that, and then they didn't know who I was. until like two or three like sessions later. Like I didn't introduce myself like
I'm
this
so
rapper.
yeah.
I never did that.
Like the
I'm
other
Truez.
rapper did.
It's
I ain't gonna mention his
like,
name.
It's like I'm Truez. Who are y'all?
Right.
This is what we're gonna do. Da 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 da. And then it's like, oh yeah, I rap. Oh, okay. They go back, they Google this shit, and then they come back.
They came back
and they talk about
wildin'.
weirdos in fresh clothes.
Yep. They was like, yo, they thought you was a superstar. Then it was over with.
But I didn't. Nothing forced on them. Like my music is really so secondary to who I am as a person. My God-given gift is speech. Music is a byproduct. And I had to learn that as I got older. When I had my Saturn return. Like, I had to learn that. I was like, is it music? No, it's speech. Like, because I've been able to help people. And I know how to do that.
Word.
So it's like, it's not music. You can't reach everybody with music. Everybody got their own fucking flavor and choice.
But you got something, well, like now, like how you were saying, the ball,
Legends Ball.
Legend Ball.
Yeah.
The Legend Ball. So what how that idea came about? You know what I'm saying?
I just felt like we weren't able to do anything. And I know, like, Libra had relocated. And I was like, man, like, you know, I was just thinking about what people have here as artists. And we don't have a lot.
Nope.
And so Legends Ball kind of is like, you know, I'm a big wrestling fan. So I like pay-per-views. So I like WrestleMania, and I like Royal Rumble, and I like Backlash.
Right.
So who wouldn't like Legends Ball? You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want to see some of your favorites
at the
hopefully when, you know, if people anticipate it, they'd be like, oh, I wonder who's. That's kind of cool, a cool concept. The first time I got as many people as I possibly can to have a quick idea like that, because I was under some like mental condition where I almost had to choose very fast. Like, I was like, am I gonna do this? Because if I do this, I gotta act on it.
Yeah.
And so I just acted on it. So I did the best that I can to put together the joints. Everybody put their homeboys on. Or, boom, it was like a humanity. And then it's like, on top of that, it's like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. And I remember him telling me after that joint, Lil Nah told me, he was like, yo, you should do this all the time, cuz.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that shit for like a year, like, yo, I should probably do this shit all the time, but I can't do this all the time. So I started throwing the open mics all the time.
Okay.
Instead.
So that's how that came about. Okay.
That's, you know what I mean? Like, it was already a concept, like, I want to do this, but after Legends Ball, it's like, why not try to do it all the time, but not, like, with, like, certain artists, you know what I mean? And then, like, have everybody else have a beginning platform, too. A crazy work at the platform, and, like, a lot of people last year, like, was, like, it was kind of quiet last year, so it was, like, hard to do it. And I felt like I definitely still wanted to do it with specific people in mind. So it's like, I always like to wait for them to when they even start dropping and releasing. So when I see Tay-Pop releasing, I'm like, oh, let me hit up Tay-Pop. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, let me hit up such and such. Let me hit up Slim, because I hit up Mac last year, the first time. Let Slim. Like, it's crazy concepts. Like, it's just like... And these last couple of open mics at Humanity was Road to Legends Ball. So then you had Isolated Beauty, and then Isolated Beauty is going to be on Legends Ball too. So, but she was on the first Friday open mic feature as the Road to Legends Ball too.
Okay.
Because we're gonna reach there. We're gonna get there.
Right.
I'm aiming for March. I'm trying to.
Yeah. The Legend Ball too. That would have been a dope one. Unfortunately, it is definitely what it is, but it is what it is.
What does that mean?
I mean, you know, I know you wanted a certain couple of artists on there, and but you know, it is what it is.
You can still get on there.
We can, you know.
I think so. I think if not anywhere, Legends Ball.
We'll see.
Why not? Why? That sounds cool.
That'll be dope, but you know, I'm this is like me.
Cause it's gonna be hard for I can't pick.
Yeah, you couldn't pick on that.
So that's tough for me.
That's a tough one.
So it's like for me it's like
It's either
both
all
or
for
none,
one or none for
because
all.
it hurts me to do that.
To pick even or, yeah. What it is, what it is. But
Yeah,
yo,
it
Truth,
is.
man.
Okay.
It was dope having you, man. Like,
Nah,
for
that's how we
real,
end. Now you gotta
man.
ask me a different question, bro.
It
Like
was
I
dope.
know.
It was
Nah,
dope.
we're not ending like. Nah,
I
we're not
know.
ending like that.
All right. So
No.
what's next for you this year?
I wasn't going to end it like that. I
You
was
said
just going,
they'll
I was
talk
trying to
this-
get it off of that question.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it off of that question.
So you
But
got-
yo, on the real though, like for real, you a rapper here. What's the Augusta sound? You know what I'm saying? The Augusta sound. We was you Augusta artist here. What's the Augusta sound?
it ain't mine.
And how and another thing too.
It ain't my sound.
Well,
I know that for a fact.
no doubt.
You know, it ain't a lot of people's sound, but I could say Augusta sound is not my sound.
Well,
You
what
know.
would you say is Augusta sound?
It's I think the person that does Augusta sound is not doing music right now. That's how I feel about Augusta sound.
Okay.
That person's not doing music right now.
Who's
Is
that?
there a particular
I don't
person?
know.
Oh, okay.
I don't
got
know.
you. Okay, got
Is
you.
there anything that defines what it is?
Yeah, what
Like,
defines
Everybody
that?
knows what defies Augusta sound. Everybody
Okay, I
really.
don't-
So
truly
give
know.
me a song
I
that you
wouldn't
would say
know. I would-
represents
yeah,
the Augusta
well,
sound.
Any
Yeah.
James Brown song.
Okay, now if
Okay.
we go in there, no
Okay.
doubt. No doubt.
Anyone.
No doubt.
Till somebody could do everything.
Like my man.
Until you get one of those.
So there's not a hip hop defined sound
Huh?
because like that
This my
James
music-
Brown
this
is
my
more
music
universal.
opinions right here. Everybody
Yeah.
gonna hate me for shit like this, but it's
Nah,
funny.
man. This
But
what
like
we
okay,
do.
from a hip
We
hop,
don't care.
from
That's
like
what
a
we
hip hop
do.
standpoint, right?
Yeah.
You know how
Unfiltered,
Memphis,
uncensored.
has
Got
like
they
a
sound.
sound, right? You hear the way the people talk, the way
Yeah.
they pronounce words, the beats. The same could be said for Houston, California, New York.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. Like, would you say that Augusta has a defined sound?
No. Now I'm about to give y'all something.
Okay.
Let's
Here's-
go.
Here's now. Since you broke it down like that, I had to
Okay.
start thinking about shit.
Yeah.
We by the water. I read something the other day about how Native Americans settled here. We're in the fucking water. That means at one point this was like a port of some sort. At one point things was coming through here. Right? That's where we at. We like coastal niggas.
Okay.
Right? Like, I feel like even in our bloods, while you down here, while I'm down here, I'm from where you from, Biz?
Philly.
Philly.
While we down here. And it's like, we probably got some coastal shit going on with this region, whether it's grandmama, all of this kind of
Mother,
stuff. Mother, all of this shit. We got some coastal shit. So I don't think Augusta actually has a sound. We're coastal. We're legitimately everything.
Okay.
We're legitimately because
I
we're
was
not
just saying
sectioned
that it's
off.
like people come from different places.
Different places, and they
Yeah.
stop here.
And they stop
Obviously,
right here.
but they don't stop like Atlanta is stay.
Right.
They stop.
And
You could tell it's a port.
Yeah,
We
keep
by the
going.
water.
Yeah.
And so, as a people, it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of Native Americans, a little bit of this, and racism, and all of this shit, and like. Then you got James Brown coming in with everything and all the music
All
that you
that
want to hear
shit,
in the
yeah,
record,
right.
and he keep his words real nice and short. You ain't even gotta, like it's fun. Like this is a fun town, but we don't have fun a lot.
Right.
But this is really a fun town because all of us go downtown and we see each other. We really trying to have some fun. But everybody else don't be wanting to have fun, and the music that's promoted is not really like super fun. But what makes it fun is us collaborating, if anything. So if we don't have that person that has that sound of Augusta that Augusta needs to hear, what can help Augusta is always us collaborating.
That
no
would
matter
definitely
what.
help.
Seeing us on video, seeing us do shit like that
Together.
Together.
Yes.
Like if I do shit, like I wish like when a nigga's bread is right, the visions are different. But you get it how you gotta get it. So it's like for me to do Archangel and put everybody on Archangel. Now, if like, people, life takes turns, but it's like, man, what if I did videos with Lil Tony, who more on the trap end of things, and Truez do a song with Lil Tony.
Okay.
Augusta's missing, not fuck the sound, they're missing the visual. They don't see it.
They don't.
So you damn sure ain't gonna hear it.
Nope.
And it's never so everybody know Biz, and a lot of the people that know you know me.
That's right.
Vice versa. And it's like, but then you're your age and I'm my age, but we have that in common so much. But they don't see Biz and Truez. You know what I mean? They might feel like they only see me and Slim when I'm dropping something or something like that. Even though the last couple times I ain't hop on his shit. I just hopped on it because I fucked with him. But like I do like the dropping, like hit everybody and stuff like that. Like I think that's what people supposed to see. They supposed to see me on Slim, this up and coming joint. You know what I mean? Boom Bap Hour.
Right. Everybody.
Drop the disc. That's what Augusta needs to see.
It needs to be more like a nucleus.
It
like
has
everybody
to be
really
pipeline.
Together.
Yeah.
Me and Brother B talk about it in the new bag meetings. Pipeline. You gotta create the pipeline. A lot of the times we just be like fucking like a water hole. Like we got all the water and not running that bitch through nothing but ourselves and who we fuck with. And that's cool, but I learned that from not having people with me. I learned how to be like nomadic, like John the Baptist. You know what I mean? Like, or Jesus Christ. Like, you gotta be like, those are basic instructions, and they teach you kind of how to move like that. Like, and whoever want to just like fuck with you, they just fuck with you. Jesus never made nobody fuck with him.
Nah, he ain't had to.
Yo, he ain't asked you. I ain't asked you
He ain't
nothing.
asked you to do nothing.
Yo, you either gonna fuck.
You
Yo,
either
what's
gonna
up?
do this or not.
You
It's your
rocking with
choice.
me? Okay,
Right.
cool, bet. I wash
I give
your
you a
feet.
choice.
I help you out.
I give you a choice.
Yo,
You
I tell you
choose
what's
to do
like.
what.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's up
Word.
to you.
Pictures of men, for real.
I
Yeah.
can make you this or that.
We just
Okay.
don't see it often though.
Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. So tell the people how they could check out what
check
you got
you out,
going on,
man.
what you got going on right now.
You know, I'm going to be honest, y'all. This is my least favorite question
Okay.
That's your
of
least.
all time. It's like either where they can find you or what you got going on. I don't know why. Because maybe that's a creative person in me. Like, I don't want to tell you what's going on.
Maybe I
don't
want you
tell
to
you
know
where to
what's
find
going
me.
on. You find me how
gotcha.
you already know. You see the interview. Go look it up. Google me.
Hey,
Right,
look,
cool.
Mike
Right.
turned into that nigga real quick.
Right.
Hey, man, y'all know what the fuck going
Where the
on.
fuck-
dog.
that's
Y'all
right,
Yo, it's
dude.
true, y'all know what the fuck going on. Y'all know where to find me. Nigga. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Nah.
I'm
It's
out
the
here. I'm in
bomb
these
made,
streets,
man.
nigga.
Yeah,
I'm out here.
I told y'all gotta get a close up on my face because.
I'm gonna get it. Hold on. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the other phone. I'm gonna get the other phone, but I'm gonna get it.
I do want to say peace to everybody, man. Peace and love.
Word.
Biz, yo, Boom Bap Hour, lovely. I'm so glad that I got a chance to do this. Now it's crossed off my bucket list.
Yeah, it's
now
off your bucket
think
list.
about not like rapping no more. Like
Nah, don't keep
More.
rapping, man. Keep
I've done
rapping.
everything now.
Keep
Word.
rapping, man.
No.
Keep
I've
rapping.
done everything now. Nobody can say
everything is still more to do,
that.
man.
Grand Slam champion.
It's already, you already know what time it is. Yo, man, it's the Boom Bap Hour, man, and we up out of here, baby, yo.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.